Welcome guys, this is another video and I'm going to tell you one thing about PUAs. PUAs are going to drive in a small little Ford 4-banger, but we're going to drive in big old semis, big old vehicles, because today I'm going to talk about getting a CDL. The big dogs, the big trucks, Class A CDL. Well, I've got I'm going to get more into it because I actually read a book on it, the the state book on CDL. I read that in the past, but I'm going to have to get the updated information because some of the laws actually changed. For instance, one of the laws that actually changed is you have to go to a school, driving school, to get the CDL. That law passed this year. So I actually talked to a guy with a CDL. He told me that. But as a Mgtows, if you get that CDL, you have to view it as entrepreneurship because you need to invest the money and time. Because the college that I looked it up in the college. They wanted you to be in class from 9 to 5, Monday through Thursday, and most people work during that time, so you seem to have to be privileged. But the same thing with the entrepreneur. You're gonna have to sit there and work on your business, and you'll have to sometimes be broke. But it's the same thing with the CDL. But what the opportunity is, the CDL shows a lot of opportunities. There's like almost 100% chance you're going to get a good paying job. I'm not talking about a grunt job making $10 an hour. I'm talking about $50,000. Probably about $50,000. That's my guess. So pursuing your CDL, bettering yourself in that way, will work. So this is the information I have found out on CDLs. And first of all, you can go to DMV and get the book. The book is going to give you all the information you need. It's going to give you a written test. First, it's going to be one written test, and there's going to be a couple sections in it, like air spraying, stuff like that. There's going to be sections in it, but it's all covered in the book. So this is what I would do before you take the test. What you want to do is make the test a day activity where you take the written test first. You take the test first, the easy test. What you want to do as you study it, you push the skip button because you get 80% of the questions right, then you pass the test. But if you're sure of the answer and you're sure and it's right, if you're sure of it, pick the answer. But if you're not sure of it, don't be afraid to put that skip button because you might answer enough to get 80%. Then you pass it. Then you can they'll ask you if you want to take it again, take a section. Just say no and study up on it. This is what I would do. But with the CDL, there's another thing. As you get the permit will only last 6 months. And you have to go to driving school with somebody that knows what he's talking about. So that's what's going to happen there. But you can go to a school and do that. But you can also, I would actually try to get a job with a permit. I mean, if you can get a job, somebody has a CDL, needing a CDL, the company might help you get in to avoid paying the $5,000, which I heard twice. I think it costs about $5,000, which I heard twice from two different people. So, in that way, that would work. But state laws dictate weight limits. You also, when you take the driving test, there's going to be sections of the driving test. You also have to have a medical test. They're going to have you make you take a medical test also. But here's an answer a question that will show up. Which of these statements about cargo loading is true? State laws dictate legal weight limits. So that's an example of a question that will be on the test. And I'm going to be getting more into this because I'm going to have to actually get the book the updated information. Because the stuff I know right now is like there's different classes of CDL. I mean, you got the class, if I remember right, A, where that's the one you want. But you got bus driver classes, you got dump truck classes. There's different type of classes at CDL. So that's a impact also. But thanks